how often are we happy for the success of others? Truly happy. You know? And it's a funny thing because we're normally more supportive of people when they're down, and we're happy to be supportive of them when they're down, but when someone's doing really well, we don't really want to support them very much. And it's an interesting thing, because I'm even to blame for that. I've got, you know, and this is absolutely truthful, I've got my best friend is super successful as an actor, and he's absolutely killing it, and I love him to death, and he's going to be a huge movie star that everyone's going to be talking about next year. But for a long time, I really struggled watching him do so well, and it was horrible. You know? But when you get past that place and you realise that, and you can actually enjoy the success of others, you know what starts happening? You start enjoying life. And it's that simple. If you can enjoy the success of others, then it's like, okay, it doesn't mean I just have to achieve to be happy. If I see someone else achieving, I can be happy from that as well.
A sada se nalazimo na Trgu Heroja, kao što možete vidjeti iza mene. Na našu sreću imamo malo vremena da obiđemo Budimpeštu pre Vampicona i moramo reći da je ovdje predivno, kao što jel te možete i vidjeti.
You're feeling ready to go. Beautiful day. It's going to be very cold outside, so it's good that you're here, not out there by the lake. Very excited.
What's going on? How is everybody? I know they've asked twice, so that's the third time. Was there any change from Jamie's? How is everyone? Yeah, okay, fair enough. So, Budapest is beautiful. I haven't slept, so I may look a little tired in the photos, but that's alright. It's a good story when you tell your friends who's the sleepy guy. Have you been looking forward to this?
Yeah.
I'd like to apologise for the people that didn't show up. It was a little bit disappointing. I only found out when I got off the aeroplane, but I'm going to make my best effort to make this really, really special for us, and I kind of like that it's a really small little group because we can really get to know each other over 2 days, and that's going to be so much more fun than having lots and lots of people where you don't even get to hug me several times. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the weekend, and you know, I want to make it a weekend so you guys feel like you've had something really, really special, and I feel like we can tap into something more than we would on other conventions, so that's a good thing. And the prosthetics to show the cuts. So it took 8 hours to do, and then I shot for like 4 hours, and I didn't eat all day, and then I remember getting up off this cold bench in this morgue, and I just passed out. And they rushed me to hospital, because obviously I was like, you know, not feeling well. But the problem was I had these 2 massive gashes, and they painted my whole body basically like this white, dead, pale look with little dots of like, you know, decomposing. So when I get to the hospital, like, the emergency's freaking out. They're like, get to the down, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, no, I'm alive. I just passed out. It's makeup. Chill out. Whoa. So it was really intense, and then all the doctors came in and started taking photos of it. And then I was like, oh, a little bit professional would be nice. I am still sick. Because I was like, oh yeah, that's awesome. I was like, yeah, I'm still not feeling well. Someone get me on the drip. Morphine would be nice.
What's your favourite scene from the Vampire Diaries?
I don't know, hey. I really enjoyed the scene in the freezer with Kevin and Jeremy. I did, I really enjoyed that. But I think, you know,
there's some moments that I like. I like the scene. I don't know if anyone remembers the scene where I'm in the cemetery with Elena, and I'm gonna kill her again, and then Jeremy comes in. Oh, Jeremy. I really enjoyed shooting that scene, and I liked the way it came across because there were some good moments there where you saw different levels of Cole, you know. And we were so tired that night. And here's a funny little thing, which I noticed. And I don't think it was an accident, I shouldn't have done this, but anyway. So like, obviously Jeremy shoots the dagger at me, you know, dagger. I was like, oh, Jeremy Gilbert. If you watch it again, you'll see that the dagger's pointed the wrong way. Because I obviously had it in my hand and I just had to pretend to grab it. But I accidentally did it the wrong way, so the dagger's pointing the wrong way, so it makes absolutely no sense. But I left it, I didn't notice it, and I wasn't going to bring it up. But anyway, so I really like that scene from the more recent stuff that I did.
Tired? No, I'm awake now. I was tired yesterday night, but I had a bit of a cold when I got here, but now I feel fantastic. Okay, Sunday afternoon I feel great.
Okay. So what do you think about the Wolves?
I'm in love with the Wolves. They were here yesterday as well, and they're incredible things. I've seen them. I've just never been that close, and you know it's not a dog. It's definitely they're friendly, but they're definitely wolves.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Is that your favorite part of this convention?
No, it's been a really good part though. But this has been lovely. It's been a really sweet group of people, and we've kind of went on a tour today and hung out last night, had some drinks, and it's been a very nice way of sort of getting to know people this time. It's not some crazy thousands of people. So.
Yeah. So do you like these conventions like when there aren't so many people?
Yeah, it becomes a much more enjoyable weekend where it's like we've all gone away on a group holiday.
Yeah.
And fantastic people here, kind of crazy, eccentric, funny people. So it's been lovely.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a convention as a fan?
No, I don't think so. I didn't know they existed until I was invited to the first one a few years ago, and I had no idea they existed. So, and it's I sort of get my fill of them by coming to them. So, but one day I will.
Is there any convention that you would like to visit, or some TV show, or?
The thing I love about them, I think. I'm not sort of a great fan of things, I don't. But I love the dress up, and I love when you're wandering through the room and you see everyone has gone to incredible effort to build these costumes and make these costumes. And my favourite is when you see little kids and they can be wearing terrible costumes, but they feel like they're a superhero, and it's that, I think, that dress up, that playtime, which is what actors do to a certain thing. But when you see kids fully into it, and you see grown-ups allowed to do it, so allowed to play, which is wonderful.
So when you have free time, which TV shows do you watch?
What have I been watching lately? Game of Thrones, obviously, everyone watches that. New series starting soon, can't wait. I've been watching Newsroom.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. And True Blood, I like again.
Yay.
Yeah. For a while it was like, but it's great.
It's their last season now.
Yeah, and the last season got cool. My absolute favourite at the moment is American Horror Stories just started up again.
Yeah. I love that one.
Have you seen any of the Coven, the new series?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Fantastic, and yeah, it's so exciting. I've got 2 episodes, I think, recorded when I get back home, so it's like, yes, bottle of wine.
What are the projects that you're currently working on?
I'm just doing a little bit on a show called Sleepy Hollow at the moment, which is Headless Horseman, coming of the apocalypse, death, the end of the earth. So just been playing on that, which has been lovely, and it's a gorgeous cast, fun show, so it's been good fun.
So what kind of role would you like to get next? Because we know you have a history of supernatural roles.
I've done a few, but it seems that the sort of internationally stuff I've done has been fantasy, but most of the other work I've sort of done has been quite reasonably normal or modern stuff. So I don't know. Every job is exciting. You kind of, once you get it, you go, right, what's the world we're in, and find a way into it. So I'm not sort of fixated on any particular genre.
So where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Right here, still leaning on this spot. I have no idea. Years ago I gave up any pretense at planning life or knowing where it's going to go, because for me, as soon as I start going, right, this is how it's going to be, I either get very bored and do something stupid, or as soon as I plan something, something will just bulldoze it out of the way. And I much prefer this slight sort of chaotic sense of being in a river that you don't know where it's going to go. See what happens.
So, we are from Serbia. Have you ever been to our country?
I haven't been to Serbia. Made a friend on this who's from Serbia. But no, I will get there one day.
Well, we hope to see you there.
Yeah. Okay. Where are you guys from in Serbia?
I'm from Užice. It's a small town in West Serbia, and she's from Kragujevac.
It's a little bit, it's like an hour and a half southern from Belgrade.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. No, I will get it. And apparently, it's sort of architecture is very similar to here in places.
Yeah.
It is.
And the Turks had you for 500 years or something,
Yeah.
so you get...
Wow, you do know a lot.
Yeah, I know my history. So, I've been to a few places around here. I sort of spent some time in Bratislava, and Prague, and a few kind of Austria, Germany, but every time I'm kind of on a mission down here. I've been trying to get here for about 10 years to Budimpešti. Sorry, brain is going. And every time I'm on the way, something distracts me or takes me away. So this is the first time I've got here. I just need to come back and have a proper holiday.
Yeah.
Then I just pop down to Serbia, stay with you guys.
Of course, you're always welcome.
Yay.
Now that you're traveling a lot, how do you like Europe compared, for example, to Australia or the US?
I love Europe. They're all very different. I love Australia because it's obviously my home and I feel very safe there, and all my friends are back in Australia. Don't say that. The USA is interesting. I'm very blessed to be able to work there, but I think, there's a lot, like, Hollywood is a weird place, and I honestly feel like I'm at the epicenter of selfishness in Hollywood, because it's all about it's this syndrome, it's all about me. And actors are very like, hey, it's all about me, and it's all about my success, and it's all about, and everyone's fighting everybody else to be successful, and it's very showy, and it's like, you go on a date with a girl and she may ask where you live and what sort of car you drive and what's the last show you worked on, and it's all very, very, very material, superficial sort of stuff, and it's really, really hard to deal with when you're not like that. So I don't really want to play up to that, but then you're in the middle of it, so you're surrounded by it. So I don't know if I love Europe because it still has a community feel, I mean, my mum's from Croatia.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
Well, actually we're from Serbia, which is right next to Croatia.
Yes.
And there's a lot of fans there. You have a lot of big fan base there. So
I gotta come.
It would mean a world to us if you could say hi for our fans in Serbia.
To the Serbian fans right here. Hi guys, what's up? Kako si? Dobro, šta radiš? Ništa. I hope you guys are well. If I ever do come to Serbia, I'm going to do like a free little meet and greet in the streets of Belgrade or something.
Yeah, do that.
I'll just show up. Are you from Serbia as well? Where are my Croatian fans? I've got one Croatian fan here, and she's left. So I got to get back 200 kilometers away, mate. I'm gone. Yeah, I'd love to. I really would.
Thank you so much.
I definitely will. I'll be there. And when I do, I'll tweet it. It'll be free. Just don't
you do that. Tweet it.
What's that?
Tweet it.
I will, yeah. I definitely will. Yeah, a friend of mine is a Serbian actress.
Which one?
Her name's Vampicona Novakovic. Her sister's Bojana Novakovic.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So you've probably heard of her.
I know Bojana, yes.
So I made a deal with her because my Croatian's not that good. Samo malo, gotta learn the language more. My cousins all get angry at me. So I made a deal with her. I'm going to teach her how to box. And she's going to teach me how to speak like more Croatian and more Serbian,
Yeah.
But all we've done is boxing. We've done no lessons in the language, so she's very naughty. But yeah, I'm going to do her home. So I'll definitely